Playing competitive sports as a kid built a foundation of work ethic, teamwork, and discipline. A study from Niffen and his colleagues states that playing youth sports as a kid gives you a competitive advantage when it comes to applying for a job. Personally, I would not be the person I am today if it weren't for playing team sports as a kid. Higher wages are statistically associated with people who played sports in high school. Money's not everything, but it's a great statistic to show the type of work ethic team sports can instill in you. Team sports have built a moral compass inside me that carries me every day, from not judging someone's background to opening the door for the lady at the store. When it comes to your kid, you want what is best for them. You do not want your child getting hurt, bullied, or even changed personally from the kids they will be associated with in their future teams. Some people believe keeping their kid enclosed and protected is the best way to raise your child. Other people believe throwing their kid out into the world and letting them take on hardships that come from being on a team is just as beneficial. Both sides want what is best for their kids. I believe that either side will achieve this goal by signing their kid up for a competitive youth sport. Being healthy, having work ethic, and having a good self-esteem are all traits every parent wants their kids to possess. Playing youth sports can help check every box when it comes to those traits. I'm about to be 18 years old, and I've been playing competitive team sports since the age of 5. Early in my life, my parents signed me up for the All-American sport of the youth, T-ball. From there on, I ventured out into playing some foreign sports that veered from the norm in Kentucky for young kids, such as soccer and hockey. Meanwhile, I played baseball, where I quickly proved my talent for the sport. On the other hand, soccer and hockey humbled me and taught me a lot in sports and life. My work ethic and drive quickly grew at the young age of 6 to 8 years old. I wanted to be the best at everything I played because I knew the fulfillment and satisfaction came with winning games and making big plays. The hardships in learning and practicing those sports built a knowledge in me that cannot be genetically the best at everything I do. This made me work 10 times harder because I wanted to be the best at what I did, no matter the circumstances. Soccer became a sport I was good at, but I did not love so much. Soccer is a contact sport where you cannot get too physical because you can hurt the team in penalties. In turn, I learned to control myself and would work harder. Hockey, on the other hand, became the love of my life. I could hit, I could yell, I could score. It was my type of sport. The game of hockey was brutal. It taught me that you have to take a hit to give a hit. When you do take the hit, you better get up because no one is going to feel bad for you. The confidence I learned playing baseball, the mind control, and the discipline I learned from playing soccer, and the heart and intensity I learned from playing hockey all led me to the sport of my future, football. Football has been the keystone to helping me with personal problems to now paying full tuition for my collegiate career. I could not have learned to be the player I am without experiencing playing a variety of sports I did. Injury, a scary word that cannot be avoided. One of the top reasons parents do not want their kids to play sports is a small, scary word, injury. Team sports statistically bring more injuries than any individual sport. That is a very scary statistic when the first child who is deciding whether to sign their kid up for a sport like football or golf. Realistically, injuries can come from anything, but the severity behind team sports injuries is what spooks the parents. Last year, I had a very severe injury in football that go through months of physical therapy. I broke my fibula, tore the tissues and ligaments around it. Because of this, I had a 10-inch plate and 8 metal screws in my leg. The injury was awful, but the lessons I learned that came with the injury were unmatched. It was probably the best thing that has ever happened to me. I learned to never take anything for granted because the things you love most can get taken away just like that. I went through a very dark time of depression and pain and insecurity. It built a callus on me emotionally, and I'm forever grateful for it. I now know who I am at a deeper level, all from something that my parents views as their worst nightmare. Success is not given, it is earned. This is a quote that says tried and true. Decade to decade, moral seems distant and distant. Kids stay inside day in and day out, increasing their use of technology and gaming. They become unsocial, unhealthy, and unprepared for reality. Social media and gaming are not so terrible if they are used in moderation. Signing your kid up for an active team sport can add a nice balance to their everyday life. Sports makes them more active and more social and more prepared for life. Life is hard, as we all know. Nothing is giving. Instilling this notion in a young kid early in life can do wonders. Playing a team sport as a kid benefits your life. Some parents agree wholeheartedly with this and others do not agree at all. That being said, playing a team sport as a kid does not always mean your kid will be better off and more successful. Life has a funny way of working and throwing things at you. Sports has helped me get through a lot. To the parents who see as just another hardship to get through, I respect your opinion. There are positives and negatives in everything you do in your life, no matter your age. To me, team sports teach a great life lessons and provide many physical benefits. However, with anything in life, there comes downfalls. For sports, these include injury and mental stress. Everyone wants what is best for their kid, and if a team sport is that, so be it. Sports can bring pain, emotion, and physical strain. The success that comes from the hardship is why we do it. Parents are scared for their kids physically and emotionally. However, I believe life is going to hit someone with obstacles sooner or later, and sports helps you prepare for the storms when they do come. Playing team sports as a kid can benefit your child more than you will ever know. Sign your kid up today and watch them grow.